government with the government with? Here, here.
Here, here.
Here. Need alcohol.
Oh no! My voice is so strong, you almost quit.
Yes. It's sticky.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, the LO was, the leader of the opposition was talking about the reputation of a person when there will be a sticker placed in the car. That's why we must take care of we must be careful in following the traffic rules because we wanted to take care of our reputation. Also, you were talking about public drivers. It is also their fault if they would have a low income because they are not being careful of their actions. They are handling people while driving, and they need to be careful of what they do so that they will not the income that they get will not go down just because of the stickers placed in their jeepneys. You said that payment is not enough, but we think that paying the fine plus the reputation of the driver would make a greater prevention in lessening traffic violators. Yes.
Sorry, we said payment is enough. Just to correct. Payment is enough. We didn't say payment is not enough, okay?
Sorry. You said that paying is enough, but for us, paying the fine plus the reputation of a person would make a greater prevention in lessening traffic violators. And how will it affect the economy? Economy wouldn't be affected if only we would have responsible drivers. And how would we get responsible drivers? By approving this law that we place stickers on car vehicles when the drivers violate traffic rules. So let me refresh what our team proposes. The drivers of a certain vehicle would be careful in breaking traffic rules because of the sign or sticker placed on a vehicle would cause humiliation to someone, especially respectable people or government officials who violate traffic rules. Because of this, they'd be more careful. They would limit their actions, and as what our DPM said, parents would constantly remind their children to drive safely, especially when they allow their children to drive their family car. And also, there would be lesser traffic since there would be lesser people who would violate traffic rules. When the car would be registered, also in our legislation, we propose that when the car will be registered, if the owner of the car would remove the sticker placed on the plate number, it would be checked by the LTO when the stickers is not on the car anymore, and there would be a fine for this. That's all.
The speaker spoke for approximately 3 minutes and 58 seconds. Me? 7:25. Ayun, no, I see. I call to the opposition with here. last order.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the opposition whip, and I will report and summarize everything. First and foremost, I approve Mr. Medel's proposal because if Mr. Medel's proposal will be approved, the reputation that will not be affected. It is because the drivers who have stickers in the car will no longer be, pardon, what I meant is if there will be no labels in the vehicle, the reputation of the people and their jobs will not be affected because they will not be conscious about what they have done, and what they have done should remain private because it is part of our rights to remain what we have done privately. And I will rebut about what
Shame.
okay. There should be rights for privacy. If there will be labels on the vehicles for those drivers who repeatedly break law, there will be no privacy on his personal life about the laws he broke. What makes you so sure that driver will be more careful giving punishment? It doesn't even mean that the driver will not do bad things anymore. It doesn't prove that once there is sticker or label placed in the private vehicle, it literally means that the driver will not do the same thing all over again. What makes one so sure? As what I have said, it is a privacy. What is done should remain as privacy. If the government proposal will be passed, if the government proposal will be passed, it can affect the living of a person. It can affect the living of a person.
Out of order.
Because it will affect the living of a person because if there will be label on the vehicles, normally those private those one who commutes will be afraid to ride on the vehicle that has a label because what they will think is that they will not be safe going to their work or job because maybe accident can happen. So if that happens, what about the life of the driver? He cannot feed his family. He cannot support himself. And if the legislation will be passed, not all will follow. Partly, what we talk about is about the motorists. The majority here in the Philippines own public vehicles. Not all belongs to the high class, like millionaires. Majority belongs to the middle class.
Order the house.
So if the legislation will be passed, the motorist life will be affected. So the number of police stations, there is already, if our model or our proposal will be passed, it is already assumed that there would be the number of the police station is already placed on the vehicle itself, so that when the driver itself break a law, the passenger itself can report it directly to the police station. So, as what Mr. Marte had said Medel said, are those who break the law. It is those who break the law can pay what they have damaged, and because of that, it can protect their privacy, their rights, their decision about what they want, so that their privacy will not be shown to the public. So, if that happens, there will be lesser, the reputation will not go, of a person will not go down. Thus, the job of also the public will be affected if these will if the House will label the vehicles as repeatedly for those who break the laws, because here in the Philippines mostly have a lot of vehicles, as I have said. So what about those who don't own a car? Their jobs or they will be delayed in entering their school, their job, and because there will be lesser number of private vehicles who doesn't have a label. So that is why our model should be approved, and that's all.
Speakers spoke for approximately 6 minutes